Hi, I'm John from Just Whiskey. If you like today's show, please give it the thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and consider becoming a Patreon with the link in the description below. And remember, folks, it's just whiskey. Today we're going to be talking about and reviewing the Bunnahabhain 18-year-old. Now, I know what you're thinking. Let's talk about the elephant in the room in a good way. Ralphie just recently reviewed this, and this is where serendipity and synchronicity come into play. I've spoke about this before, but some of us whiskey tubers live parallel lines, and I think it's just extreme coincidence, to be honest with you. But I bought this Bunnahabhain 18-year-old at least 2 to 3 years ago, as well as some other 18-year-olds. And 2 or 3 years ago, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna, crack these open soon. But then, as new arrivals keep pouring in, right? And I gotta try that. I gotta try that, and push these things to the background. And so, recently I just said, you know what? There's 2 or 3 or 4 or a few bottlings that I've put away for way too long and that I really want to try. And so recently I reviewed the Lacheg 18-year-old, which I really enjoyed. And I'm going to be reviewing this Bunnahabhain 18-year-old. And I have another 18-year-old coming up as well, which I really enjoyed a lot. But this one, Ralphie just recently reviewed it, and so here's my take, which is not much different than his, to be honest. I bought this 2 to 3 years ago, and at that time, I paid 120 euros for this. This is a 700 milliliter bottle. I bought it through the UK. So back then it cost about 140 US. So now this bottle in the US is about $160. So it really hasn't gone up too much, but it's a lot of money for an 18-year-old, especially this 18-year-old. Okay, so Bunnahabhain is a Islay Scotch. This one is non-peated. It is also non-chill filtered. No coloring added. There's also no magic, and there's no wow factor in this. When I opened this up a few weeks ago, I pulled the cork open and I took a whiff and I said WTF, only I didn't say WTF. I had high expectations with all these 18-year-olds, but I had really high expectations for this. And I heard there can be batch variation. Okay, so some bottlings are good and some are mediocre and some are meh. This one pissed me off. I was really disappointed. It was just this harshness came. The first pour was like brutal, and I've since let this oxidize quite a bit. You can't really see the level too well, but I'm a good third of the way through this bottle in the last few weeks, and I'm in no hurry to finish it, to be honest with you. Okay, I'm going to give you the bottling code later on. So I would not recommend, if you can. I would not recommend buying this exact bottling code but it's 2 or 3 years ago. If you have it, good luck. I do have another bottle of this from the UK with a different bottling code that I'm hoping. I mean, I'm in no hurry to open that, but I'm hoping that it's going to be better than this one. Okay. On the nose, it's sharp. It's a bit boozy. The alcohol is, you get that alcohol nip even on the nose. There are light sherry notes in this. This has been matured for 18 years in X sherry. My understanding it's full maturation, the full duration of its maturation of its 18 years have spent in X sherry casks. In my opinion, some of these casks were a bit tired or overused. Maybe we're talking third fill here. I don't know. Fourth fill. Who knows? Okay. So the nose is a light. You can tell there's some sherry there. It's, yeah, on the palate. It's a bit thin. It's lacking mouthfeel. Even though it's been non-chill filtered, it's lacking viscosity. You still have a little bit of that alcohol, that booziness, that nippiness. You're getting a very light mouthfeel, to be honest with you, but ginger, some light sherry notes. It's dry, and you get some salt out of this, definitely. Where's the finish? This is a very light, disappointing finish. Short to medium finish, in my opinion. And even then, what's lingering is just like I'm searching for, I was really expecting some viscosity, some velvetness to this. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Score-wise, for the money you pay for this, $150, $160, $170 now, if you can even find it. The 12-year-old blows this out of the water, in my opinion. If this was priced, if this was priced $100 cheaper, I might be more generous with it, okay? But, you can buy the 12-year-old for about $60 in my area in the U.S. If this was, $20 or $30 more, I might be a little more generous with it. But maybe this appeals to some people. I don't know. But for me, right from the get-go, I was disappointed in this. I'm going to be generous, and I'm going to give it an 84. An 84 out of 100. Okay? The bottling code on this, and I'll try and put this in the description. The bottling code for this that I bought 2 or 3 years ago is 202338L 516 semicolon then 4119227. All right, so that wraps this up. I will not be buying another bottle of this for sure, and I gave it a generous 84. It is what it is. So give it a thumbs up if you like this, and remember, folks, no matter how much it costs or how not good it is, it's just whiskey, folks. Hats off to you all, and take care.